Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Zaina and this is a mindful space with another twin flame message for all of you. Thank you so much for all your support, for subscribing and for sharing beautiful comments with me. I very much appreciate your support. And I'm really glad that you enjoyed my last video walking through the forest. I nearly did another one today, but it was a little too windy and I was a bit concerned that it might distort my voice. So I'm here and I have a very quick message. So each moment, we speak about the present moment, and in each moment that we call the present, there are layers to each moment, because there are layers to ourselves. So we are multidimensional beings, and when we start to get in touch with this multidimensional sensation within ourselves, we can switch between the layers of each moment, and it affects the layers of the present moment in which we experience. What I mean by that is, if you are having an uncomfortable time in the present moment and you struggle with this idea of true happiness will only lie right here and right now in this moment, and it is an uncomfortable moment for you, then let me expand on this and help you to understand. The key to understanding how to experience this present moment as it is when you are suffering is to understand that you are not only this aspect of you that is suffering. You are currently identifying with one small aspect of yourself and believing in this present moment that this is all that you are. When you can shift out of this, you can shift your experience. So I'll give you an example. If you are struggling with money and you are going through a very frightening and very uncomfortable time in this present moment, worried about money and finances, this is an experience of ourselves in lack. Now, what can happen is we can transform this experience of being a human being identifying with the experience of lack by recognizing that we are not just this aspect of ourselves. It is through this recognition that we then become the observer. And this card here, Truth Transcends Illusion, is about how the truth will shift depending on which part of us is experiencing this present moment. So, financial lack is then transformed to witnessing an aspect of ourself that is identifying with the experience of lack when it comes to finances. So now we are experiencing the present moment from an observer perspective, observing ourselves. Here's another way that we can experience the present moment. And this is why I like this card. This and that are true. Okay. Going back to worrying and fretting about money. We can also experience the present moment as judging ourselves for worrying about money, because we know, or at least we've been taught, that we need to stop doing that, and that when we worry about money, it creates more worry about money. Because what we put all our focus and energy into, we will create more of. So now we are experiencing ourselves as two aspects. The aspect that is worried about money, and the aspect of ourselves that is judging ourselves for worrying about money. Do you see how things can shift and change in each present moment according to which aspect of ourselves we are identifying with. And this is why Eckhart Tolle's advice is so precious, because what he is suggesting is that we simply observe. That means we don't have to change anything. We don't have to fix anything. We simply just observe ourselves worrying about money. We observe ourselves in the awareness that at this current time we feel more connected to the sense of lack than we do to the sense of abundance. And then what we may find and experience is we suddenly feel guided to take some kind of action. When we are identifying with the part of us that is observing the pain, we may then experience ourselves feeling guided to take action. And so, for example, the aspect of ourself that is worrying about money and that is feeling a great deal of lack may suddenly feel guided to take a walk in a forest. And during that walk in the forest, things transform. And suddenly, it might be that you start to realize how abundant you really are when you're surrounded by so much beautiful nature. So this is how this and that can be true. This is how each present moment can be totally transformed. And this is how we get the miracles and the abundance in each moment, whether we have money in the bank or not. When we observe ourselves suffering, we shift out of solely identifying with that aspect of ourself that is suffering. We expand our sense of self, and we expand the possibilities through that expansion of how we can experience the current present moment. And so we may find that we go from feeling like a victim and that we don't have enough money and feeling like we have to live small because we don't have enough money, to suddenly feeling fearless and bold. And maybe that's the energy that we need that will land us the job that we seek. And suddenly everything will change. So I just wanted to share this message because we can also apply it to anything that we are suffering with in our life. If we are feeling a sense of lack because we don't have that loving relationship with our beloved, we can also practice the same. We can also remember, we can transform our experience of this present moment by recognizing we are not just the part of us that suffers. And once we move into that place of observation, we may then feel guided to take some action, but it may even be as simple as just closing our eyes and meditating. And in that place, our beloved can reach us and let us know there is no such thing as separation. And that separation is always an illusion. Very convincing one, no doubt, but still an illusion, because we are all. We are everything. We are each other. And therefore, the illusion of feeling alone is just an illusion. And we can once again experience this transformation by understanding that this sense of loneliness is yet again just another aspect of ourself that is in suffering. So I wanted to share this message because I hope that it will help any of you that might be struggling at this time through giving you a different perspective and through helping many of you to see how this present moment can be transformed, because there are layers to the moment, because there are layers to ourselves. So seek and find these layers in each present moment. Don't be too quick to judge a present moment by the surface level. Get curious as to what lies underneath the surface of this present moment. Find the gift. There will always be a gift if you are willing to see it. And most of all, remember, you are multidimensional. So try and enjoy your multidimensional self in its entirety. Take care, and I look forward to bringing you another message soon. Bye.